and told that I had to write a speech, I was stricken with fear, of course, because it's my first time to Somaliland, and I didn't have any idea what I was going to say. And then, so I wrote this speech, and I stayed up most of the night practicing in front of the mirror. And then I get here, and I realized that it was okay to write songs instead of speeches. By the way, that was a great song. Thank you. And so anyway, with that said, my name is Baughman. I'm with One World Impact. And first of all, I'd just like to welcome everyone here. I'm so grateful to be part of this Expo. And I wanted to give the president a debt of gratitude for inviting us and being part of that, and also the Minister of Energy and Minerals and his entire staff. Being my first time here, they have made us very welcome, and it's greatly appreciated. I hope we can honor the opportunity. Our World Impact is a U.S.-based company working cooperatively with the Ministry of Energy and Minerals on behalf of the government of Somaliland. There are three specific topics I would like to touch on during my time at the podium: the importance of Somaliland, a specific technology we will be bringing to the energy and mineral efforts here in Somaliland, and our future efforts to take an active role in promoting greater interest and investment in Somaliland. Somaliland holds a very important and strategic position in the Horn of Africa. To the credit of its leadership and its democratic form of government, it maintains a level of stability that is critical when seeking to attract long-term investment in the region. Its geographic proximity to the Gulf of Aden and its willingness to work with the U.S. and other Western nations make it an important strategic location, a location necessary for the protection of shipping routes and maintaining peace and stability in the region. I am increasingly encouraged, especially lately, by the current administration of the U.S. and their willingness to recognize Somaliland's importance, as this surely will foster a greater global economic interest in this country moving forward. I was asked to also share a little bit about the technology. We submitted a rather long list of technologies that are relatively new, that are all going to be needed in terms of building out infrastructure and actually doing the exploration and geologicals that are necessary to tap some of the resources that you have. And so there's not time to discuss them all, but there is one in particular that I would like to discuss and like to share. We will be deploying a host of new technologies to the energy efforts here in Somaliland. One of these technologies is the latest drone and sensor-based processing with the added dimension of time. A company named Creoplan, and this is a UK company called Creoplan, and a United States company called U.S. Unmanned Air have teamed up to create a system that is designed to take old and outdated land information and establish new, highly accurate baselines by importing all pre-existing land and environment data and combining it with highly accurate real-time sensor data. So this is all new technology. Some of it's proprietary, but they're very excited about bringing it here to Somaliland and using it here. The rendering of this system is not just a 2D flat rendering, but a high-resolution, navigable 3D environment where leaders and teams can virtually walk the terrain, experience distances, slopes, elevations, estimate volumes, validate access routes, and the existence of constraints prior to the mobilization of equipment and crews. This, of course, allows for better planning. The same 3D model that supports development and mining also supports borders and corridors, critical infrastructure protection, port and coastal awareness, early detection of terrain changes, and all of the necessary things that would indicate risk or cause a stop in production. The system creates an interactive living model of the land. The Creo system has an advanced mineral detection technology which utilizes unmanned drones carrying specialty sensors which feed data through analytic algorithms to render critical usable data in real time. This system identifies geological patterns associated with various mineral deposits and gold-bearing formations instantaneously with extreme accuracy. While this system will not replace traditional geologic validation, its ability to see below the surface will allow us to more accurately identify starting points, highlight anomalies, and reduce unnecessary drilling. This, in turn, will reduce the cost of exploration and extraction. This same technology has the capacity to direct and monitor the status of automated mining equipment and the safety of the workers at the site in real time. In support of oil and gas, the Creo plant system, the same system, will collect and process information fed from ground-based penetrating radar and other proprietary sensing equipment to render the most accurate 3D and 4D seismic surveys possible for oil and gas exploration. If anybody is interested in more information about the Creo plant system and the drones that are part of that, please feel free to contact me during the show and over the next couple of days. The last thing I'd like to talk about is our cooperative work with the government of Somaliland to schedule several focused investor events during the next year. Each of these events will host a maximum of 30 serious pre-qualified investors and will be scheduled to take place in to-be-determined cities within the US, the UAE, and Asia prior to next year's 2026 Expo. In fact, Rabiq and myself, Rabiq sitting there in the front row, raise your hand, Rabiq. There you go. You get to be embarrassed too. Rabiq and I have already received a number of calls 2 weeks ago when we learned that we were going to be here. It was a rush deal, but once several of our acquaintances from the Permian Basin, some folks from Oklahoma and other areas, as soon as they heard that we were coming and heard the news that the U.S. government was acting a little more favorably towards Somaliland, all of a sudden, all of them wanted to know more. So we've already got a large group of people. We've already got a large group of people from the Permian Basin who are excited to know more about what Somaliland has to offer. And with that said, I want to thank everyone for attending today and for the opportunity to share in this event. And I look forward to meeting some of you during the event and answering any questions you may have.